Welcome to GBALL VISION, everyone. I hope you are feeling fantastic today. I have a quick one for you today. We are going over the Boker Knives Strike. Now, this thing is a loaner from Mikey Reese, and so I haven't really put it through the test or a bunch of tests or anything like that, but I have done some light duty cutting, and I also have a Kalashnikov auto from Boker that is mine, that's in the same steel, the same configuration, the same coating. So I kind of know how the steel acts. And this came with a very good edge. It's coming in D2, and you have this like rose gold style of coating here. You have a serial number there, and then the Boker Plus symbol there on the front, which actually looks pretty clean. I love this Tanto blade. You have a nice straight edge here, and then you have your second edge. It has a little bit of belly to it, nice and flat. It's going to give you a lot of strength up there for any type of chiseling or anything like that. Now, this is an out the side auto, and there's going to be coming a video, or there's a video that's going to be coming of some comparisons on some out the side auto knives between a couple different companies. And I have to say, guys, for coming in around 60 to 70 bucks, depending on the variation, this is going to be an awesome knife. If you want to get a Pro Tech that's an out the side, or a Micro Tech that's out the side, but right now you just can't afford to get one of those. You can't afford to drop the couple $100, but you do have 60 bucks laying around or something that you could spend. This would not be a bad option at all. You're getting D2, which is going to be a very tough steel. D2 is a very well-rounded steel. It does get a lot of hatred, but it gets a lot of love too. And I'm kind of right there in the middle. I like D2. I prefer other steels at this point just because of having so much D2 already in my collection. But that doesn't mean D2 is not still a good, well-rounded steel. You'll be able to sharpen this up pretty easily at home or in the field. The ergonomics on this thing, you have some milling, you have some micro milling, and some diamond style jimping in there in between all the milling. And this is very tactical looking. Just the colorway, the color scheme, the blacked out hardware, it being an out the side auto. You do have a fairly deep carry clip. There will be a little bit poking out there. They did put the lanyard hole above the pocket clip, which to a lot of people might be a no-no. Why not just kind of move it to the side here or get rid of it altogether? But the main thing about this knife is that it is extremely comfortable in the standard grip. And I mean extremely comfortable. I can bear down on this thing very, very hard. And I don't feel, the only thing I feel is if I put my thumb here, this is very nice jimping and it grabs a hold very good. That's the only thing I feel in this grip. If I am reached over in like a hammer grip, I don't feel anything in hand. I don't know if my hand's just the perfect size for this knife, but I don't feel the clip. I don't feel the spine. Now, that's not to say that, eventually I might start to feel something, but in all the grips that I typically use, I have found this to be very comfortable, a good size. It carries in and out very easily. Now, they didn't smooth out below the clip there, but I have not had a single issue getting this in or out of pockets or over seams or anything like that. The other great thing about this knife is the action, guys. Keeping it in perspective, this doesn't hit quite as hard as a Pro Tech or a Micro Tech. I would say it's very, very close though. It's close. And we're talking 70 bucks here at max. depending on the version that you're getting. Uh, and I would say for 70 bucks, there's no grit, there's no grinding. It came nice and centered. The action is nice and smooth. As soon as you give that button any push, that blade is coming out a hellin'. It does kick you a little bit. You can kind of see my hand vibrate. Now, it doesn't kick me quite as bad, like I said, as a Pro Tech or a Micro Tech, but it's still reliable. I have not had this thing fail on me once yet, and neither has my Boker Kalashnikov. I have not gotten those to fail me yet at all. This thing is for the money. I think this is one of the best, if not the best, out the side autos for under 75 bucks. No question about it. And I might even pick this over the Kalashnikov, which might not be the most popular opinion. I think they're both tactical looking, and there's no way around that with an out the side auto. They all kind of tend to look at least semi-tactical. Even the LUDT looks semi-tactical. Now, not quite like this, but it still does. Just being a button operated out the side auto, that's just how they tend to look. Now, we will be going in and doing a deep dive of this guy, but I wanted to get this one done and out there because of how impressed I've been with this over the last couple of weeks here. It has just been a phenomenal, more affordable out the side auto. And to think that these are out there, it's semi rare. Usually autos are gritty, they're junky, the springs are junk, you have misfires. There's all kinds of issues, unaligned pivots, so issues with centering. And there's not a single issue with this knife. The only gripe I really have is the minor gripe of the pocket clip below the lanyard hole. And Boker does this to us all the time. They give us D2 when we could get 14C or 154 or I don't know, Nitro V. There's tons of other steels out there other than just D2, and Boker just seems to love using their D2. And it doesn't matter if it's $50 or $150. Boker loves D2, and they will put that on their knife. Now, they do it well. I just wish we could see some of these in some other steel versions. But for the money, they got the price right, I think, 60 to 70. That's beautiful. Like I said, guys, we'll deep dive into this definitely on a video coming up, do some comparisons and specs and all that type of stuff. But that'll wrap it up, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button down below the video or click the GBALL Vision logo that's about to pop up. I will throw up 2 new videos. I definitely recommend going and checking out this one. Peace, guys.